I hate running. I think of it like, how much pain can you tolerate? It's an exercise in suffering. But that's appropriate, really, for what I'm trying to do. In mountaineering, the 7 summits is a challenge to climb the highest mountains on each of the 7 continents. In 2012, Roanoke created a local version to encourage hiking in areas that highlight the region's natural beauty. Participants hike 1 mountain a week for 7 weeks. My challenge is to complete all 7 summits in 24 hours. This is the 24/7 Summit Challenge. Doing a little training hike on Reed Mountain. It's Sunday, September 22nd, so I've still got 3 weeks before the 24/7 challenge. I left the house at 2:35. I'm going to time, see how long it takes me. See how I'm feeling. So yeah, that's what I'm doing today. Doing a little training hike. Getting ready for the 7 summits in 24 hours. All right, we're looking at about 55 minutes to get to the summit. Door to door from my house, about 1 hour and 30 minutes. The good news is that's a pretty good time. The bad news is I don't feel like I can do that 6 more times in a row, so definitely gonna try to train hard in the next couple weeks to be ready. But I think that was a good test, a good bit of training, get ready. So, we'll see how these next 2 weeks go. It's 1:40 and I'm stuck at a red light. Good morning. I'm driving to Core Mountain, which is the first summit of the day. Gonna get the challenge started around 2 o'clock. It's really weird to be up at this hour of day, night. It really feels like you're doing something illegal, like you're not supposed to be out here. I have a real nervous energy right now. I didn't get a lot of sleep. So I was real excited, ready to get started. Can't see anything, but I'm almost done with Core Mountain. Core Mountain's done. Took a little less than an hour and a half. Didn't feel very encouraging, but looking at the clock, that's pretty close to the pace I want to keep. It's a little slower than everyone else wants to go, but that's fine. As long as I finish, I'm happy. It's about 3:30. Now I'm driving to McAfee's. Hopefully the camera can see something, but I'm out here by myself. Everyone finally left me, going their own pace. I'm gonna stick to my slow pace. It's kind of scary being out here alone in the dark, but I'm pretty familiar with the trail, so I'm not too worried. But yeah, it's just me. It's gonna be just me for a while. Here we are, a little more than halfway. Looks like I'm gonna make it before the sunrise. Coming down off of McAfee's. I always talked about wanting to come up here before sunrise and watching the sunrise from the top overlook. The nature of this challenge is you just gotta keep moving. So I didn't want to wait around an hour to see the sunrise. I didn't expect to have to do the next one in the dark, but McAfee's is one of the tougher ones, so I'm glad to get it out of the way. But I'm also not encouraged because I'm already pretty tired. This is not where I wanted to be this morning. McAfee's is done. It's supposed to be one of the hardest ones. It was long. It's tiring. Don't feel great. Now I got a short drive to Dragon's Tooth. About 3/4 of the way up Dragon's Tooth, and for the last section you see this sign. It's only about 3/4 of a mile to the top, so we keep plugging along slow and steady. Got a little discouraged there on McAfee's. It's a long hike. I needed to eat something. Had a bagel. This one's been tough, but you know, it feels better than the last one, so maybe I'm getting my trail legs. I'm just kidding, that doesn't happen in 6 hours. It's an amazing view. I love this view. Obviously it took longer than I hoped. If I can get down in 30 minutes, I can stick to my schedule, but it's not likely. Dragon's Tooth done. 3 down, 4 to go, almost halfway. It's more than 15 miles, almost halfway in the mileage. Dragon's Tooth is probably my favorite view of all of them. And that's a tough trail, but you know, for some reason I felt good catching my second wind. Maybe I'm just finally warmed up. I'm gonna change my socks, have a Snickers bar. Hopefully that gives me some renewed energy. Now we're driving to Tinker Cliffs. You probably can't hear that, but that's one thing I'm slightly not prepared for. It's starting to sprinkle just a little bit. I do have a rain jacket in the car. Well, I think I have a rain jacket in the car, but now I'm too far from the car to turn around. Well, here we go. Now it's a true Sufferfest. A little bit of rain. That was not on the forecast, but that's okay. I have a good attitude, and that's all that matters. Just keep swimming. have a correction. This is my new favorite overlook. I thought the joke was that there was no overlook up here. Everyone says the view's worth it, but the joke was there was no view, but this view is totally worth it. This is amazing. That was Tinker Cliffs. Done and dusted. A new one off my list. The view was amazing. I can't get over how great the view was. Between the ibuprofen, the Dr. Pepper, the amazing view at Tinker Cliffs, and the Snickers bar, I was all psyched up. Thought I was actually going to do this thing. And then coming up that last hill on the way back to the parking lot, I really bonked hard. And so now we're back in civilization. We're going to go to Reed Mountain, which is right in the neighborhood, right by the house. So yeah, eat, recover, Reed Mountain. Made it here to Reed Mountain in the neighborhood, close to the house. Hiked it a bunch of times. Usually it's not that hard, but after today it's going to be pretty hard. We're here, got a fresh shirt on, nice and clean, feeling fresh, and then I put on my soaking wet backpack. Yikes. Always have to stop by my favorite overlook on Reed Mountain every time. But yeah, we're at Reed Mountain. This is my home. This is where I live. Been up here lots of times. I know it well. I keep trying to project what time I'll finish if I keep going. This is gonna be my last summit of the day. This is where I sum up and make a conclusion about my experience. So obviously I didn't meet the challenge of hiking all 7 in 24 hours, but when I decided to stop, I was feeling like maybe I could keep going physically, but the other things, the lack of sleep, the hiking in the dark, you know, finishing close to midnight, I just thought it would be a better decision for me to not keep going. And I don't have any regrets about that. I think my one regret was to not be better prepared. I kind of started late, trying to get in better shape in a short period of time. It's not easy to do. Not feasible. Not realistic. In a lot of ways, I feel like it was a success. You know, it was fun out there. It was around 28 miles in a day, which is a lot. It's the most I've ever done in a day. It allowed me the opportunity to get outside. I feel like I hadn't been doing that a lot. You know, I spent a lot of time sitting around at work, not being as active as I'd like to be. It allowed me to revisit some trails that I hadn't been on in a long time, and it allowed me to see some new trails that I'd never seen before. And you know, some of those overlooks were really amazing. It also allowed me to get Jackson involved, get him excited to be outside and be more active. Hopefully he continues that the rest of his life. So it was disappointing not to finish all 7 in 24 hours and to meet this stated challenge. But to me, it was a successful day. It was a lot of fun. And I can't wait to get in better shape and try it again next year.